What's going on, everybody? It's Mr. Stiz, aka Stiz. You know, call me Mr. But I decided today to make a video based upon a game that was released when the PS4 first was released, possibly 4 years ago. The name of the game is Warframe, and I decided to make this video because of a video that I watched by another YouTuber by the name of SkillUp. Wasn't for his video, I wouldn't be making this one today. So I'd like to give credit where credit is due. If it wasn't for SkillUp, I wouldn't be playing Warframe again because of his video. I am now. With that being said, this game is a complete 360,000 degree turn in what it was at birth. From the visuals to the gameplay to the controls to just everything about the game in general is just mind-blowing. And on top of that, it's free. That is the one main factor that really seems to blow me away. Excuse me, I have a slight cold. It just is formidable for a company to stick with a game for so long and to allow you to still play it for free from start to finish without ever having to put a single dollar into the game. And for them to continue to upgrade the game with different warframes. And for those of you that don't understand what a warframe is, it is just your character that you use. And there are several characters that can be used. I've been told that there are 33 offhand. Just taking a look here. I have 20 on this screen. People I play with have said up to 33. I don't have an exact number on that. I apologize for that. That's something that you will have to maybe Google. But there are numerous characters to play with. And with that being said, the depth of this game that comes with playing this game is truly insane. The amount of time that they've taken to allow you to alter your character, and I'm just not saying about aesthetics as far as like appearance. I'm talking the upgrades that you can use to alter what your character does from a standpoint of, you know, health. I have different mod cards here that I have put together that allow me to be, for instance, have more health, have a shield capacity, etc. But as you can see, this here is just a set of mod cards that are specifically designed just for the Warframe itself. The Warframe I use is Excalibur, and I will get into other Warframes as I explain the video itself in the video. But these are just the probably just a couple, because I've only been playing for a week or so, But these are just a handful of the mod cards that you can apply to your character that, you know, separates your character from the next character to the next character to the next character. And that's for the frame. And then you have mods for your weapons. These are dual heat swords. They're only at rank 19 because I just I finished building them. I'll get into that. There's just so much in this game to talk about, and I'm not sure if I'm able to cover everything because there's really no go-to guide that will prepare you for how much content is really truly involved in this game. But these are the mods for the current weapons I have. Let's go back to the actual Warframe. As you see here, here's Excalibur. I have him maxed. I'll explain to you how you can make your Warframe stronger, better, etc. But here's a list of Warframes. Here's Frost Prime. I got him for free for being an Amazon Prime member. And then if you're an Amazon Prime member, you could be a Twitch Prime member. You link the accounts, and you get this Warframe for free. There's a difference between regular Frost and Frost Prime. There's a difference between all Warframes and then the Prime version of them. They're pretty much, I would say, like, this would be like the Pinto. Like the regular Frost would be like the Pinto, the K-Car, and then the Prime version's like the Cadillac. It's kind of, as you, that would be my best comparison. It's just a little more upgradable appearance along with stats and etc. And here's a list of the different Warframes here. I didn't take time to count these, but you have a row with 3 each in it, so 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 33, 34 total Warframes is the total amount that character-wise that you can use. To me, that's 33 different abilities, 33 different attack styles, 33 just different things that you can get into. And once again, they all can be obtained for free just by grinding the game itself. There are, in this, for instance, in Ash, you'll see in the upper left-hand corner 375. That is what they call it's like an in-game currency that you start out with. I can't remember the exact amount that you start with. It's not much, maybe 150, 200, maybe even 100. I can't recall. But you want to hold on to that at all costs. I spent mine on, I don't even remember what I spent mine on, but my number one bit of advice for you is to hold on to that. You don't necessarily need it, but if you get into a bind or a pinch or so on and so forth, you can go ahead and spend that accordingly. Myself personally, I think that if you use that in-game currency to actually buy a character. That is, you're taking away the grind. That in-game currency is called platinum, and I'll touch base with the platinum here in a minute after I go back through your character and whatnot. Now, this is the part where I had to learn on my own and figure out you can take these mod cards and you can strengthen them, which strengthens your character. There's so many combinations of cards that you can put together that will make your character either stronger, faster, healthier, sprint faster, etc., etc. But you can also do something that's called polarization, and it's add or modify polarity of a slot, which, if you see down here below, I don't know if I have any high numbered cards. Let me take vitality off and then go over to vitality and see. Okay, here's vitality. Vitality as a normal card, I believe, is a 9. If you were to take that card and polarize it, per se, now that card goes from a 9 and you stick it in the slot. If you look in the upper right hand corner, you'll see symbols, and you match those symbols with where the mod card goes. It goes from a 9 to a 5, and it reduces the number. It gives you more capacity, I guess would be the word. Because if you see in the upper left-hand corner, you'll see it says 0 of 30. And if you add up all the numbers 5, 7, 4, 4, 3, 4, 4, and 4, I've used my whole capacity to dump into my frame. And by polarizing, what that does is that reduces the number, which in return gives you more capacity. And I believe doing the actual polarization as well opens up another slot. So it allows you to build your character and make him stronger. Now, if you've noticed on my card, you'll see at the bottom it says vitality, 320% health, Warframe, and then below that you'll see little blue dots are lit up. You can strengthen the card if you hover over it, you hit square, you go to mod, and then you select the card, and then you go up here to fusion, and you can rank the card up by hitting R1, L1. For instance, my current card's at rank 7. You can get it to max rank, and how you do that is there's credits, and then there's these other little things that are called endo, and with credit and endo, which there is the you'll see the symbol down here in the bottom right, in the bottom of the block. It says endo, and then here is the symbol for credit. You'll see it down there. It's small, but with those two combined, you can upgrade your card to strengthen on top of what you've already put into it. So, but keep in mind, you're only allotted so much capacity, which is the number. So the more you dump into one, you got to take away from the other. So it's a mathematical game, and it's a strategy game. And I'm slowly learning this as I go. Uh, and it just it's fun because there's so many variants upon what you can't do with just one character. On top of having, I have the one here that I use. It's Excalibur, and I have 33 others to toy with, per se, if I want to. I haven't even touched Frost Prime. My third character that I'm working on at the current moment is Valkyrie. I'm looking for that it's this gentleman here, or female, I'm not sure. Kind of skinny, it might be a chick. Sorry, this is Valkyrie. I've been told by other players that I play with that this is a melee character, and I'm more of an attack individual, up in your face, just destroying shit. Like, that's just my nature. But there are other characters that are probably support characters. This dude looks like a tank. His name's Rhino. I actually have some stuff I'm working on with him as well, although I don't have him completely done yet. And I'll explain to you how you get those characters and how you can get them built, and that's where we're headed next. With that being said, when you first start the game, none of these things you see right here are unlocked, like the Void Relics, the Incubator, this thing here, my Sentinel. This guy follows me around and fucks shit up. And here's the Foundry. The Foundry is where all the stuff that you collect, find out in the world comes, and it all sits here. I currently have a clan key that will be done in 1 hour and 32 minutes, and I have that key to thank to a gentleman that I met last night. I believe the name of the clan is Flying Monkeys, and him and his girlfriend, I'm pretty sure it's his wife, they took me on and showed me some cool stuff, and they invited me to their clan, so I had to build the blueprint in order to unlock access to their dojo. I'm currently building ether daggers, which in 2 hours they'll be done. The forma, I'm building one of those. The forma is needed to do the polarization. If you don't have a forma, you can't polarize your mod, which, like I explained prior, the forma is needed for the polarization, which reduces the point capacity, which also opens up a slot. You need these to do that, and I believe that's where I spent a lot of my in-game currency, was on these formas to upgrade my character. But I made the mistake of doing that because you really don't need the forma to upgrade the card slots. I was new. I didn't have anybody to tell me what I needed to do and what I didn't need to do, so keep in mind, you do not need these formas right off the bat. I'll explain to you how you get these in a minute. I'll explain to you how you get all this stuff in a minute as well. But here's things that I'm building, thrown in. Anything else? Here's the Rhino blueprint piece that I have. If you look closely, you'll see that I have the Rhino Neuroptics checkpoint. and you'll see that I have the gallium checkpoint. The other two pieces I need to complete the blueprint to start the build is Rhino Systems and Rhino Chassis. And then you'll see that it takes 25,000 credits along with, and it takes up to 72 hours, 3 days to build this. It's a patience game. I understand why they do it, because there's so much other stuff that you can be out doing while your character's being built. Like, it just, that's the point that I wanted to reiterate, is there's so much content that 3 days is whatever. Hey, Rhino, I'll see you in 3 days, buddy, once I get you built, because I'll be out farming the world looking for other things to put together. It just seems like it's endless. And once again, this all refers back to it being free. It's mind-blowing. With that being said, here's the Valkyrie that I'm currently working on. I have the systems, I have the Orkin cell. The Neuroptics, as you see on the right-hand side here, is being built. I have another 4 hours left on that. And once that's brought into play, all I need is the chassis. And you're able to go online and type in, you know, Valkyrie. Where do you find Valkyrie chassis? And there's places on all the planets. I'll show you the map that shows you all the planets, and then you can go farm that area to get that piece, and so on and so forth. Now, here's Valkyrie, and then I lucked out and got a Valkyrie Prime, which is obviously, as I've said before, this is like the Pinto. The Valkyrie is the Pinto. The Prime is the Cadillac version. As you see, I have no pieces for that. Obviously, it seems to be a little harder to get the pieces for your Prime character versus your normal character. And that's where the Platinum can come into play, where if you're an impatient player and you're just like, I need it, you were the person that grew up and mom and dad gave you everything, and you just couldn't wait, like, and they was just like, you know, I hear, shut up, you little son of a bitch, just here, get away from me, take it, then you'll probably be the individual that needs the most platinum ever. But if you're patient and you're able to sit down and wait and grind and luck out and get it, then, you know, it'll work out for you. And that leads me to the next point of me trying to explain to you how you get these pieces to do those things. For the normal characters, I believe you can just farm the different areas in the solar system. As far as these pieces are concerned, the Prime pieces, that goes down over here. In this back spot is a place called Void Relics, and each of these relics consider the relic as being like a golden egg, and then you hatch that egg and you have a chance to get, if you look on the right hand side, you'll see possible rewards: Forma Blueprint, Paris Prime Lower Limb, Tigris Prime Stock, Ratton Prime Receiver, Orthus Prime Blade, Ballistica Prime Blueprint. Don't ask me what any of it means, because I have no clue. They're blueprints. I know what Forma is. That's for the polarization. But as far as the other things, I'm assuming they're weapons. One's a receiver, so that's a weapon. A stock, that's for a weapon. A Prime Blade, that's some kind of primary weapon. And then Ballistica Prime Blueprint, that looks like possibly, I can't comment because I don't know. But you have 4 different tiers of Void Relics. You have Lith, Meso, Neo, Axie, actually being the, per se, from what I understand, the most hard, difficult ones to do with the best things given. And if you see this one here, I have the AXI V6 Relic Radiant. If you look in the bottom, you'll see the Valkyrie Prime chassis blueprint. I definitely need to get that award out of this relic, and I'll explain to you how you go about using the relics. But the relics are gained in doing missions and whatnot out in the universe on the different planets. And you're able to, if you also look to the right of the actual name of what the possible reward is, you'll see a little blue bar. And then at the bottom, in the midway down, you'll see refinement. The bronze colored ones are the most likely blueprints you're going to get, or reward you're going to get. And then it starts to decrease as you go down, silver being the second tier, and then the gold one being the least abled chance, I guess that's the word I'm looking for, that you get. But you can up that by refining, by hitting X on the Radiant, and then here, I'll show you here, over on this one, I can do it on that one. I could select Relic, and then Exceptionals 25, Flawless 50, Radiant 100. And that'll boost the bar. It'll give you a better chance of getting that bottom piece rather than getting the bronze or the silver. So relics are, you can farm these, and then once you get what you're looking for, once you have these relics, that's where you can come out here, excuse me, to your navigation, which is like the steering wheel of your ship. And in the upper right hand corner, you will see a bar. You see 2, 3, and 1. These are quests that I have yet to do. Well, I'm actually in the current process of doing this one. Incubate and mature a Kubro using the incubator. I'll go back and show you the incubator in a minute. These are alerts, like different things going on. They'll pop up, they'll tell you you can get this blueprint at this spot at this time, and you have 5 minutes and 10 seconds. You'll see that right now the timer's ticking down. And then the reward for doing that is 5,000 credit. This over here is Void Fishers. This is where you use the relics. You do the mission, like for instance, you go in here, and then you'll pick the relic that you want to use. Now for this specific mission, let me go back to it. It is Everest Earth, level 9 through 11, Excavation Grenier, Lith Fisher. Lith Fisher, meaning that the only relic I can use is the Lith, and I have 3 different ones. And with that being said, for instance, for this one, I get Forma, Paris, Tigris, Braxton, the Bratton Prime Receiver. I actually need that because I have the Bratton Prime auto rifle. So if I were to do this relic, that's the one that I would be after, per se. And I actually might do a relic mission just to give you an idea on how it works, to finish off the video here in a minute. But each Void Fisher, as you see here, this is locked, but you can do your Meso here, your Neo down here, your Axi here, but they're locked. But they unlock. This one unlocks in 1 minute 6 seconds. This one's 9 minutes 36 seconds. so on and so forth. So you got to catch it at the right time, and so on and so forth. But once you complete that, the mission at the end, you will get to choose. I'll do it just to show you guys. But this is a quick overview of the planet. Here's Earth. There's a lot going on Earth. There's Mars, Venus, Mercury, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. Here's a dojo that I'm pretty sure I'm a part of it now because, or no, not until the land key gets done. Jupiter, Europa, Void. I don't know. There's so many of them that you know, you just play them out. I also real fast want to show you what I consider if you're a Destiny player. I try not to compare this game to Destiny because this is a third-person sci-fi space thing. There are similarities, but they are completely different games. But I'd like to show you this real fast. This here would be comparable to the tower of Destiny, except this is an actual tower. Like it's massive. And then, like I said, I'll show you this, and then I'll go back and do a Void Relic mission, and then I'll let you decide your take on the game. And I can't say enough about this game. Just about the depth of the game. This here is the, I guess the social space. Really big. And you go this way. Once I get into here, it opens up, and then you'll just there's players, just people everywhere. I don't know who any of these guys are, but this guy here, the trader surfacing dude, he's kind of like Zor, who comes every Friday at Destiny. You can trade with him. He doesn't come for another 8 days. But then you come back here, and there's different groups that you can join. They're factions. These are new Loka. I'm not real up to speed on the factions. I know once you join a faction, you can work for that faction, but then you have enemy factions that in-game will come and attack you and try to assassinate you, etc., etc. There are multiple factions to choose from. I like this dude here on top of the snowy mountain. I can't think of what his name is, but he looks like Raiden from Mortal Kombat. But you have that option as well to join multiple factions, and then you work towards the factions. They have mod cards and etc. Different things that can be given to you that you can't earn. The only way you earn them is through the faction themselves. This is the other one I was going to join. I just thought they look pretty cool. Still Meridian. Let me talk to them, see if I can see if I've done anything.
This war's chewing up the weak and the innocent.
Lady.
No one stands up for them, but Steel Meridian.
Okay. Okay.
Hey, are you gonna help these people out?
See, I'm not real up to speed on this, so don't fault me for that. I'm still learning the game, and but from what it looks like, I need 2 Morphics plus 30,000 in credit for the sacrifice. I don't know what I'm sacrificing, but that's for another time. But anyways, you have these are the different things that you can get from doing work for these factions, there's a relic. There's relic pack. I'm not sure. 3 random relics, 1 guaranteed rare. And that's 20,000 in standing. So the more work you do for the individual individual faction, you're able to get stuff from them. There's a stock. I guess there's a weapon, but here are the mod cards. And then look, the list here is just extremely large. Here's a gun, 125,000, like the weapon. That looks to be a cape of some sort. That's an accessory that goes on. So not only do you have just the base game, but then you can work for people and get other stuff that you weren't able to get unless you work for the people. This is the part where I'm still learning, so don't hold that against me. But that's where we're at with that. Pretty cool stuff, man. And then once again, like I said, this is the tower, multiple factions. Excuse me. And yeah. So this is a tower, and just run around. You can trade, sell stuff to people as well. That's another thing that I left out that is another cool thing is if you pick up different prime pieces. When we get back to here, I'll show you 2 different ways real quick because I want to do the relic thing. You can go to Earth here, and you can go over here to the bazaar, and you can trade there, or you can back out of that and hit L2, and then R1. Oh, and then if at the bottom of the screen you'll see, like for instance, send message to clan, send message regions, send message to recruiting, and send message to trading. You can type in what you have to trade or sell. People will read that. They will respond if there's something that you have that they may want. For instance, this guy wants, he's already got Hydroid Prime, and he wants 250 platinum for Hydroid Prime. The platinum is the in-game currency. This guy's got Hydroid Prime. He wants 300 platinum. If you get a rare piece, you know, people will try to sell. There's a Rhino Prime set for 200 platinum. I'm pretty sure that they're selling just prime pieces in here because they're kind of hard to come across, I believe. So there's in-game trading, selling, so on and so forth. If you're hard up for, if you need platinum, you would just go here to the market, get down here, get platinum, and then it'll take you to the PlayStation Store. And there's different tiers of platinum that you can purchase. I think for 20 bucks you get 370 platinum. And that's where I'm at as far as wanting to give back to the game, because the game has given so much time and effort to players for free. I feel like I need to give back something, and eventually I will. Once I get the total grasp of the game, I will be putting money back into the game, and it will probably be in the form of platinum, just to have, just to give back to the creators of the game. And with that being said, I don't know, I'm over here incubating an egg. I get a little animal that runs around with me, attack shit. Pretty cool. Here's the back of my, I don't know if anything goes on back here, to be honest with you, but it's just my ship. It's where I come every time I need something done. yeah. So let's hurry up and do one of these missions, and one of these relic missions, so that I can give you an idea what goes on. Actually, I want to go back here and up that. I want to show you how you can up the chances of getting something, and then we'll do the mission, and then I will be out of your hair. Bratton Prime Receiver, it's silver. Chances of getting that, I don't know, so we're gonna up at 100, and so I have a better chance of getting that receiver now. So I spent 100, I don't know what kind of currency it is, but it's refinement currency. We're going to do that, that one right now. So we go over to here, we pick the fisher that we're going to do, and then the relic that we want. I want to do this relic because I want that Bratton Prime Receiver. Hopefully I get it. We choose it, yes, and we're inbound. And the thing is, they do auto matchmaking. I don't know if I'm going to be matched up with anybody or not. I hope I am. Because doing missions by yourself, here we go. Got this guy here. Rubio Harris, got another dude, Showmaker, got another dude, Respawn. Everybody is doing relics because they want, you know, specific items to go towards their blueprint so they can build it, so they can have the weapon. That's the grind. That's the amount, that's the time you could put into the game, and in return the game will give back to you. But once again, that leads me back to saying that if you're the kid that was given everything and you want to go buy it outright with in-game currency, you're taking away from your grind, but to each his own. So, with that being said, there we go. This is Earth. They've remastered
Go to the dig site.
Earth graphically.
There are void
This
fissures
game
in the
is
area. Use
beyond
these to
ages
crack
on what it
open a
used to
relic.
be.
We're near a
I
fissure.
can't stress it enough on how much different this game is graphically.
Excavator deployed. Protect the unit while it extracts the artifact.
I'll shut my mouth for a little bit and let you enjoy some gameplay.
They're dropping reactant. Use it to crack open a relic. The excavator has run out of power. Find a cell. Keep fighting. Look for more reactant.
Real fast, you want to pick these things up. They're called reactor things. You need 10 of them.
An artifact has been located. Proceed to the dig site.
Once you get 10 of them, then it's time to go. It's time to go. But anyways, these are power cells you want to put into this thing here, the excavator, because the bad guys are attacking it. Destroy them.
The relic has been cracked open. Finish your mission to find out what's inside.
As you see, I've collected the 10 things. They're fairly fast, depending on what fisher you're at and what level it is. This one here was fairly easy, but don't get it twisted, because you will run into some insane shit. And like I said, it's auto matchmaking, so you have the option, if you don't have friends to play with,
Look what we found.
you can just auto matchmake, and especially during these relic missions, it will just match you up with people. These are little things that you can get credits out of. And there's just a lot of loot, grind, and
The scanner has picked up a target. Go to the dig site.
these guys are ahead of me.
Excavator is ready to go. Keep it powered and protect it from enemy fire.
Catch up with my team. I'm usually the slow one behind because I'm always trying to fuck shit up. And yeah. What I'm looking for now is the blue little power cells on the ground. I don't know what that is. I'm picking that up though. Kind of Scion Star. Once again, learning. Don't know what everything is, but trust me, I will be there soon enough. There's a power cell, so we pick that up a square, run over, throw that on there.
Dig complete. Your hard work has just been
endo out of that.
rewarded.
Okay, boom. Now we head.
Extraction is
Now we head for the
available.
green. That's what we're heading towards. Boom, right there. Cyberus Prime, Forma Blueprint, Helios Blueprint, and the Ballistica. I didn't get what I was after, but I am going to take the Ballistica Prime Blueprint. Unfortunately, I didn't get what I was after, but with that being said, it's still a Prime Blueprint, and I will be able to play, I will be able to use that, sell that, etc., etc. I am trying to get out of here.
Excavator is
I
ready
believe
to go.
these
Keep it
guys
powered
are
and
still
protected
trying to
from
play.
enemy fire.
I did not select the
An
blueprint.
artifact has been located. Proceed to the dig site.
I don't know. I'm going to test something to see if it will let me out of the game. I don't know for sure, because I didn't pick a relic. I want to see if it'll let me out and allow these guys to play on their own, because I want to finish up this video. And then I want to just grind for the rest of the day. This
The
guy here
excavator has lost power.
running with
Find
me
another
too,
cell.
so I'm not sure if that's how that works. It looks like they picked relics, but this looks possibly that this guy's coming, and this is the end point here. We're kind of waiting on him. You see the timer in the left-hand corner, 30 seconds. Pretty sure he has
Excavator destroyed. Protect the remaining dig
20
sites.
seconds to get here, or it'll finish without him. I'm not sure how that works. I don't know if he loses the relic if he picked one. I didn't want to continue because I want to get back to the ship and finish up the video. Okay, there it is. So there's the reward. I got, you look on the left-hand side, I got the Ballistica Prime Blueprint. I got some endo. Just different things I got. I got mod cards, then so now we're on our way back to the ship, and you go down here and take a look in your foundry, and you will see that the Ballistica Prime blueprint is there. It is a beauty of this luxury gilded crossbow can obscure its lethal purpose. So it's a crossbow. If I don't want it, I can build it. Once I have it built, then I can probably sell it to somebody that might want it. I don't know. And to finish off the video, I'd like to thank this individual. This is, you see Bolter Prime here. I have the regular Bolter, which is, I have it equipped. I'm looking, it's over here in my, right here. It's an auto rifle. It's kind of funky looking, but I love it. It's an amazing gun. I met a gentleman last night by the game itself, or on Twitter at the real Mr. Stiz, or on Twitch at Mr_Stiz. Any questions that I can help you answer or help you with, I'd be more than glad to go right with you. And with that being said, I hope that you enjoyed the video. And once again, this is a great game, and it's free. I've paid $60 for shittier games, and I would definitely pay $60 for this. But once again, you do the math. Free, amazing. $60 on something shitty, and you're miserable with it. And then you try to take it to GameStop, and they want to give you like a bag of peanuts and some elephant shit. Yeah. Have a good day. Later.